All right, hopefully everybody can hear okay now on YouTube. Hopefully everybody just basically, can you guys hear me on YouTube? Just want to make sure you guys can hear. All right, good. So everything looks fine now. So anyway, Space obviously doing really, really well. Got a nice little push right here. If you logged in when you're supposed to, just by when we logged in roughly right around that 750, you could see how that stock had a really, really nice move right there. Beautiful pop. What does that 8 o'clock time tell us? That's exactly the program trading time. Remember, there's one at, you can see how it did one at 6:45, but there are two of them. There's also one at 8:30. And there's one at 9. So we always find that something might pop up at 9. We'll see how it goes. But Space obviously doing really, really well. And even on the swing trade, I mean, you could see had a nice little Fausto flag being built right here around 27. Stock started building some nice support levels around 35. Broke through that. And now it's starting to go back up. What a nice move on that. Really good buy, though. The stock was like a painful death of, you know, just trending down, how it went lower and lower. And now, obviously, it's been going up really nicely. And I think a lot has to do with it that now they're lifting a lot of the COVID restrictions. And, you know, now people are probably going to start traveling a lot more. So Space got a lot of money sitting on the sidelines of people ready to go flying out there. So we're going to keep an eye on that. But anyway, that one did pretty well. But before we do our little, start doing our little shopping right there and see what we got going on, let's just talk about some of the stocks that did move yesterday. So let me just change this chart right here and bring this up a little bit better for you. That stock, AHT, moved really, really nice too yesterday. Had a nice little hit from 8 all the way down to roughly around 4, but it did really well around 10 o'clock. Had a nice move from 740 all the way up until about 3 o'clock, ran all the way to $5. Nice slow mover. This move right here was pretty good. Let me blow this chart up here so you can see a little bit better. Just this move right here was really, really nice right here around 10:30. And remember, when we finished commentary, I told you this, that we always get something that moves right around 10:30. It's another time of program trading, and it kind of did that right around that time. So that one did pretty well. We also had the SRNE trade. That one was a nice little afternoon runner right around 1 o'clock. I don't know where this one came from. It just all of a sudden, middle of the day, thing just popped, went from 9:30 all the way to about $10. And then you could see it started building a little bit of a Fausto flag right around there. And then sure enough, look at what happened. It gapped up in the morning. So I'm going to put this on the watch list, actually, because I want to keep an eye on this stock. We did really well on it. I'm going to put it on the B list. It's not up a lot right now, but it wasn't that bad of a move from yesterday. Rail. This one also, RAIL, this one also another middle of the day mover, and then it did a nice pop right at the close. The only bad thing about this one is that it started going down, going into the close. I mean, it made that big move from 3 to 3:30, and then you can see how it did some nasty shakes right here and then started trending down. This was kind of a little bit of a bad luck right there, how it came down. Usually, that's usually not the trend on it, but you know, it did make a move. You could just made this little move right here and made your day's pay on that one. That one was good. And Wish was a great mover into the afternoon. That thing just ran from right around 3 o'clock. Once it broke this resistance levels right around here, which was right around $13.60-ish, then the thing was off to the races. Just busted right through it. And if you remember, for some of you that were here at that time at 3 o'clock, you probably noticed that there was a big order, and the guy just got filled. It just busted right through it, and that's why the thing ran all the way to 1475. Really nice move, nice little trend, you know, and it was gorgeous going into the close. Right around here, it did a little bit of shake, and then right here, and we all know there's one last push, which is the last 15 minutes of the close, and it did exactly that. It went from 1390, and it just did not stop going into after hours all the way to 1470. So sometimes when you feel, some people always feel like, oh, you know, I missed it. You know, it's 15 minutes. I don't want to wait the last 15 minutes close. No, that's absolutely not. That's actually a good time. You know, this is where, but you got to be focused with the team, everyone. And that's why here, you know, if you're watching on YouTube and Facebook, we do 2 time slots here. We do the close, which is 2:30, and the morning. But better yet, you just jump into the trading room and enjoy it. But that was awesome yesterday. I ended up actually being down yesterday, and I made it all back on on the which stock was it? I made it all back on the ALF trade, and thank God it, because I was like I just had like small losers, not big ones, but it came right back and it did really well. So anyway, let's go through the watch list. And how's my space doing? It's probably coming down. I might want to consider getting out. I mean, I got a nice little profit in here. If it goes past this 1470, this $47, I'm probably going to get out of it. So anyway, let's go through the watch list. What we got going on, so we know about space. OSMT is another one. This one's moving really, really nice. Nice trend. Look at that. It just made a move right at 9:30, which we know is a very good program trading time. Stock is up about 77%. It's pushing higher. It just broke through this major resistance levels right here. So I kind of like that one. I just saw a big order get filled on that resistance level. So that one's doing really well. Gonna put that one on the watch list. GRVI. By the way, all these stocks, if you don't want to write them down, they are going to be on our Twitter feed, so we will post a watch list there. So make sure you do subscribe to the Twitter if you always want to backtrack us and see. Everyone's always talking about the great winners. Listen, these will be in there, and the only reason why I find them is because they got action in it. But just be careful of this Grove trade. It's a new IPO. It's moving pretty nicely. I don't know why they they opened up so cheap, but had a really good move yesterday. Had another good move this morning. I don't know. It's weird. Sometimes they're running these stocks. They sometimes open them up too much, and sometimes they basically just start from scratch. So, stock's up about 100% since yesterday, which is pretty cool. PIRS, another nice little mover early in the morning, but she's kind of flatlined right now. She basically is testing some support levels here right around just below in the 5. You could see that. She went up as high as 540. She's been great the last 2 days, okay? Yesterday, she had a really nice move also. Not a big mover, but she went up pretty nicely. And then all of a sudden, she had this big pop. You could see from yesterday to today, like, wow, that's a hell of a move right there. A hell of a pop. But, once it broke this resistance levels right here at this $5 high right here, which you could see, that's why it's having a tough time. It's holding right there is because those previous resistance levels now become very big support levels. And if you got your level 3 and your level 4, you'll see those orders out there too. This is the stock that we're probably not going to trade, but I just threw it in there. But Nike, if you have some deep pockets, you got some and you got some money you want to spend, you want to trade, and you feel uncomfortable trading an inexpensive stock, but you feel that you want to trade an expensive stock, or let's say you're a level 5 trader here. Nike's doing great. We called that out early this morning. Had a nice move from 151. It's at 152. But personally, I jumped into space. I think space was a lot better. SPCE. I mean, it's all about risk to reward. PSFE. Here's another nice little interesting stock right here. You can see how the stock is making higher highs. Got some resistance levels here around 1228. It's having, you can see some orders there on level 2 right there too. Right there to me. It kind of rhymes. You got some resistance levels right around here. It's probably going to test this 1277 if it keeps going the trend what it's doing. But another nice little inexpensive stock. Looks like the spread looks good. 1.6 million shares traded, which is what we always look for. Good volume, good movement. Everything's there. So that all looks good. And listen, it's Friday. It's not, you want to be very careful on Fridays. We all know that people want to go away this weekend. Everyone wants to get out of the house with COVID and everything else. So just don't get too crazy. Don't get too cocky. Shockingly, I did great the last couple of Fridays. I think every Friday I did great. Last Friday I didn't trade because it was my son's graduation. But, I'm knocking on wood. I'm doing pretty good on a Friday. So I might get a little aggressive. Usually I don't like to trade on Fridays because, like I said, you don't have that much action. That's why the list is not that big. But overall, everything looks good. Nike's earnings and AMC. Everyone keeps bringing up that AMC, and AMC obviously, it's holding here pretty strong. I don't know if there's a little bit more of a Fausto flag right there coming down, but it probably is going to test this 51. But it's up there. It's up there. It's holding there pretty strong. All right, guys. Anything else that I did Did someone find something else that popped up that we did not see? I mean, I didn't see anything coming up here on the list as I'm working my way down. And the big percentage gainers. Everything else is pretty much garbage. I mean, like this one. I mean, I know this one's up pretty big, up 15%. Traded 500,000 shares, but you'll see it's kind of flat. You don't want to mess around with that. Earnings. AMC's got earnings after the close today. Is that right? Is that what you're saying, Neil? On a Friday? That's interesting. I never saw it. Oh, yesterday. But we'll see. We'll see how everything. We'll see if anything else pops up. All right. We'll share it. We'll go out there and share it. All right, guys. So listen. Good luck today. Happy trading. If I don't see you this afternoon, enjoy your weekend. If you make your money, just take it. If you're coming in later, listen. There's always something moving. You see something, you say something, and just always friend us and like us, and make sure you subscribe to our social media. All right, everybody. Good luck, everyone. Happy trading, and let's make some money.